Do you believe that simply changing your way of thinking can make you wealthy within 6 months? It might sound far-fetched, but listen carefully. Most people find themselves trapped in a financial reality that they don't fully control. This predicament stems from an invisible, silent yet tremendously powerful force called the paradigm. My name is Bob Proctor, and what I am about to share with you is not a mere theory, it is my lived truth. Like many, I grew up believing that earning money is difficult, that life demands relentless hard work, and that those born into poverty are destined to remain poor. But one day, someone revealed to me that these beliefs are nothing more than mental programs. When I grasped this, everything shifted dramatically. Even today, the majority of individuals live caught in an invisible cycle, waking up, going to work, coming home, exhausted, struggling to pay bills. Whenever a new idea or a dream emerges, a voice inside whispers, "This isn't for you. You don't have the money." Have you ever heard that voice? If so, then you are living within that very paradigm. A paradigm is a deep collection of unconscious beliefs and habits, ones you never consciously chose, but were imposed on you from outside sources. When you were a child, your subconscious mind was like an open door, absorbing everything parents, teachers, or television said. Over time, these messages became the foundation of your thinking, your perception of wealth, and most importantly, your identity. No matter how much effort you put into improving your life, something always holds you back, like a heavy iron chain tied around your ankles. You think about earning money, but inside, you are vibrating with fear, doubt, and feelings of lack. The law of attraction responds to the emotions you radiate. You might have countless brilliant ideas, but if your mindset is rooted in scarcity, you will unknowingly sabotage them. The most dangerous part is that you may not even realize these thoughts aren't yours, but are remnants of old mental framework. Let me tell you something I never forget. In 1961, my annual income was around $3,300, and I was deeply in debt. I was broken, disheartened, and my self-esteem was shattered. Then someone handed me a book called Think and Grow Rich and said, "Bob, if you want to change your life, follow what I say without questioning, no matter how strange it sounds." I obeyed, despite fear and uncertainty, and within a year, my income skyrocketed to nearly 13 lakh. Soon, I crossed the 1 crore mark without any degree, business plan, or guarantees, just by shifting my paradigm. The pain of leaving behind the old identity was real, like fleeing a home in a storm, but what I gained was far beyond anything I imagined. This is why I am here today, to show you that you can do the same. No miracle is needed, just a shift in mindset. You don't have to wait for the country's economy to improve. Instead, you must understand that what's holding you back isn't external, but hidden deep within your subconscious beliefs you may not even be aware of. Now ask yourself, how many times have you avoided taking action because you feared losing money? How often have you hesitated to invest in yourself, thinking it's not the right time? How many opportunities have you let slip because you felt undeserving? Is it really a coincidence? No, it's your internal programming. That is why many people live the same life. For decades, their subconscious mind only accepts what it deems normal. Changing a paradigm means deliberately placing yourself in discomfort. As soon as you start thinking differently, that old voice inside screams, "Don't do this, it's dangerous." You'll fail, but pause and consider what is the real danger. Is it staying stuck in your current situation for the next 10, 20, or even 30 years? Truly grasp that the wealth you desire is patiently waiting for you to shift your mindset. And that change only happens when you alter your paradigm. Simply thinking positively won't suffice. You must reprogram yourself from within. You have to feel prosperous first. Only then will that abundance become visible in your world. You must start living as if wealth is already on its way to you, because in truth, it is coming, but only if you are open and ready to receive it. Here's a challenge for you. For the next 7 days, every morning and night, loudly declare to yourself, "I am worthy of prosperity. I attract opportunities effortlessly. Wealth flows to me with ease and purpose." But don't let these words be empty repetition. Feel them deeply. Imagine your bills are paid, your face radiates peace and happiness, and you enjoy freedom with your time. Notice how your energy shifts, because when your vibration changes, your world changes too. Are you ready for this transformation? Or will you allow your old thoughts to win once again? Everything in this universe is in constant motion. Nothing remains still, not even for a moment. Right now, where you sit, you are vibrating at a particular frequency as an energy. You might never have considered this before, but it is an undeniable truth. And that vibration determines what you attract, whether it's money, opportunities, or relationship. If you truly want to bring wealth into your life, not just as a dream, but as realities, must grasp this fundamental principle. Money comes not from hard labor alone, but from vibration. You've probably seen people whose luck seems to follow them everywhere. They find opportunities, money flows to them. You may have wondered what they possess that you don't. The answer lies in the frequency of their feelings, not merely their words. You can repeat, I am rich all day long, but if fear lurks inside, you are sending out poverty vibration. The universe, as it always does, returns to the energy you emit. That's why you receive more lack. In real life, how does this manifest? Have you ever faced a financial crisis and then found one problem after another, piling up credit cards getting blocked, sudden expenses, arguments at home? It's as if everything collapses at once. On the other hand, when you feel calm and confident, unexpected money may appear or someone may step in to help. This isn't coincidence. It is the effect of your vibration. I remember a time when I had to make a big decision involving money I didn't have. Instead of succumbing to doubt, I chose faith. I started thinking in advance and visualizing success. Resources came from unexpected places. My energy was certain, and that certainty attracted the path forward. It's not just my experience, neuroscience confirms this. Our emotional state directly affects our ability to recognize opportunities. People living in constant fear and stress have reduced activity in the part of the brain responsible for decision-making and creativity. That means the opportunity may be right in front of you, but your vibrations prevent you from. Understand this well. Money is a resultant outcome of your mental and emotional vibration. If you want to attract wealth, you must first change your feelings about money. Do you feel guilty at the mere thought of having a lot of money? Do you worry that wealth will make you greedy, cold, or lonely? If so, these feelings block your energy. You need to learn to enjoy thoughts of prosperity. Imagine yourself effortlessly paying all bills, helping loved ones, and moving freely. Pretend this abundance already belongs to you, because the truth is, it does. You don't need to struggle or chase. You only have to connect with the energy that is already abundant. Your bank balance is not the real measure of your power. True strength lies in the decision you make about how you feel inside. Therefore, before taking any external steps, shift your internal state. Begin each day by expressing gratitude for 3 things you already have. Even if circumstances seem tough, feel sincere gratitude because that vibration lifts you to a level of prosperity. Prosperity begins where complaints end. When you practice this daily, things start to change. The right people come into your life, ideas emerge, and money begins to arrive from unexpected sources. If you're skeptical and think this doesn't work, ask yourself, is what you've been doing working? If not, maybe it's time for a change. You attract what you feel, not what you want. To change your financial situation, you must start inside, not at the bank. Many people ask me, Bob, why doesn't the law of attraction work for me? I think positively, affirm, watch videos, read books, but my life stays the same. I understand your frustration because I was once in the same place. The truth is, the law of attraction is always working even when you feel it's not active. If you aren't seeing results, the fault is not with the law itself, but with how you connect to it. There's a vast difference between merely thinking something and truly feeling it as your reality. Most people miss this crucial point. Your conscious mind may say, I want to be wealthy, but that alone cannot transform your life. It's like pressing the gas pedal in a car while the handbrake remains engaged. You desire money, yet inside you harbor fear. You speak of success, but guilt hides deep within. You say you're ready, but your vibration is tangled with doubt. This is the energy the universe received. You attract consistently what you truly feel, not just what you declare in front of a mirror for a few seconds. Affirmations become powerful only when they align with your core beliefs. If your inner voice whispers, that's a lie. Look at your bank account. Then the control remains with that old programming rooted since childhood. Just positive thinking cannot rewrite your reality. Even if your conscious mind changes, if your emotional body vibrates on the frequency of scarcity, you remain stuck. The cruelest part is this happens unconsciously. You think you are trying, but unknowingly, you are blocking yourself. Once I met a highly qualified executive. He had an MBA, spoke several languages, and years of experience. Yet, he was drowning in debt and confusion. He said to me, Bob, I read your books, watch your videos, do everything right, but nothing changes. When I asked how he felt thinking about success, he was silent for a while, then admitted, I feel like a fraud. Maybe I don't deserve it. There lay the answer. His mind was educated, but his heart was wounded. His vibration carried guilt, not confidence. Until this energy shifts, outer circumstances cannot improve. Have you ever felt immense potential inside you, but something invisible holds you back, like an unseen wall between you and your goals? This blockage is called an energy imbalance. It only clears when you stop repeating words and start living genuine emotion. If you want to attract money, talking won't be enough. You must feel wealthy from within. Each day, when you say, I want to be rich, your nervous system triggers alert it perceives danger and you sabotage yourself. You procrastinate decisions, miss chances, create excuses, and end up trapped in the same old cycle. Real change begins when you retrain your internal safety system and start associating wealth with something positive, simple, and good. When you allow yourself to imagine abundance with joy instead of guilt, transformation starts. This is not overnight magic, but awareness in motion. Studies from Yale University show that people who spend just 5 minutes daily on positive emotional visualization, set clearer goals, and achieve faster results. This isn't spiritual daydreaming. It's science. So if you wonder why the law of attraction hasn't worked in your life, first check how you feel inside when no one is watching. Because the secret to change isn't chanting a magic phrase, it's feeling worthy, comfortable, and peaceful with prosperity. When this happens, everything shifts. Your mindset changes, your choices evolve, and your results follow naturally. The world doesn't change. You begin operating on a new frequency. The entire universe synchronizes with that energy. It's like tuning a radio station. You don't fix the tower, you just turn the dial. Suddenly, a new song plays. Life works the same way. Change your internal dial, and what appears in your life will match your new frequency. A paradigm is the invisible framework that controls how you think, feel, and respond. Without realizing, it steers your life's direction. How you wake up, see yourself, what income you expect, how you spend or save money all are programmed by this old structure. You repeat it daily as if it's the only way to live, but it's just a learned habit, and what's learned can be unlearned. People believe that changing their life means struggling or forcing new realities, but that too is an old mindset trap. True transformation is never forced. It unfolds naturally as your mental and emotional foundation shifts. As soon as your paradigm changes, your decisions, behavior, and outcomes follow. You start acting with confidence, spotting opportunities where once there were only problems, and slowly become the person who can attract even the impossible. I've lived this so intensely that denial is impossible. Changing my thinking framework taught me not just to earn more money, but to think, feel, and act like a wealthy person, and everything in my world aligned accordingly. The right people appeared, the right doors opened, wrong choices lost their allure. Now, I make decisions from this new identity without internal conflict. You don't try to become someone, you simply become them. Pause and reflect. How many times in your life have you tried to change a habit, goal, or situation only to end up back where you started? It's not a lack of willpower, it's your subconscious trying to protect you. Even if that protection is unconscious. The mind prefers familiar pain over unknown pleasure. Changing your thinking framework is first an act of courage. The most powerful thing is you don't need to know the whole path. Just one decision made deeply from within is enough. Commit emotionally to living, thinking, and feeling as the person you wish to become. Step forward without guarantees. Speak with faith without evidence. Smile, even if everything looks the same. The universe responds not to your wishes, but to your being. So ask yourself, who am I becoming each day? Am I someone who attracts abundance, or am I replaying old images filled with fear, doubt, and excuse? This may feel far away now, but it's within your reach. That's why I offer you this challenge. For the next 30 days. Live as if you have already transformed into your new self. Write down as if your financial situation is completely changed. Imagine your achievements in detail. Feel the freedom, security, and generosity. Speak less about what's missing and focus more on what is coming. Watch how your energy begins to align with this new reality. If you doubt whether this really works, remember Thomas Edison's journey. He failed more than 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb. When asked why he didn't quit, he said, I didn't fail 1,000 times. I just found 1,000 ways that won't work. It wasn't mere persistence, it was a mindset. Edison already saw himself as the person who would light up the world, and ultimately, the world agreed. You don't have to be talented. You only need to decide to live differently now with a new inner state. Everything else will reorganize itself. The wealth, freedom, and success that seem distant are already present. You only need to tune into the right frequency. You don't struggle for a new life, you become the person it requires, and everything else follows. Real transformation starts in the mind. Prosperity is not outside. It lives inside you. waiting for your new mental framework to unlock your reality. Let go of limiting beliefs and accept that you are already worthy of abundance. As you take this next step, you climb another rung of knowledge and become a better version of yourself. This journey has just begun. Thank you for being here, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.